Okay, hello everybody. So I just wanted to let you know this is that mega episode I talked about 3 weeks ago, where I mashed together the last 3 episodes I recorded just to give me one more week of vacation. So I just wanted to let you guys know before you watch it. Not that any of you watched that last episode, so at least watch it for that. And thank you. Yeah, bye bye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Robo Pirate Foxy, and welcome back. There are two things I'd like to really get done and put some work towards. Ow. That was just delayed out. One is I want to do some more work over here. I'm not entirely sure if it'll be farm related, but yeah. So I'm going to start with maybe the biggest agenda for today, which the other thing is, and this is going to suck, but I want to get the floor laying out over here, right? I need to do a little more digging, and I need to do a lot more placing. But I want to start getting the floor in because I can't really do anything else with my Megabase till I do that. And then I can start getting all the final features I've been looking to get, like a smelter and stuff like that in. So I think it'll be pretty cool. And I've done a lot. I haven't focused on this that much. It's really not going to look like a lot, but it's going to be, well, you'll understand. It's a bit of a connection. I got to place the schematic. Okay, so I really don't want to show anything off yet, but you can see basically where we need to dig. And it also reminds me I need a wool farm. So I do think plans have pivoted. Anyway, dig time.
Okay, so I was saving the replay, but I play above 180. Or 1080p, I mean. So, it's even easier for me to read. Ha ha ha.
So with the replay saved and it's becoming night. Wee 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 wee. Ignore all the blocks on the ground. I didn't want to collect everything again. But this is the whole area flattened out. And honestly, that took me. I know I said this like 6 times by now, but this took me way longer than I wanted it to. I kind of forgot how big this would be, but it really is the main part of my base. Even though it's entirely and purely for looks, this is how you connect all the little areas up. It's just the main part of the base. So it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. And that's fun. But for now, this is all I'm going to do today, because there's not much else I can do. I can maybe put out some of the floor if I wanted to, but I need a lot of wool. That was a loud mouse spacebar clicking. So I don't really know where to put the sheep farm, because I want this to be plants. So I don't want to put it over here. I guess I do have Mr. Anderson's. I really don't want to get more end stone, which I'm going to have to do. I can't really do the apartments because they're apartments. So yeah, I want everything I build to be in front of it, and I'm kind of running out of room. Another smart thing to do might be to finally, I don't want to do more clearing though, but I'd have to flatten out all of this in front of my base so I could put a parking lot so I can put the road down. Well, I guess 2 farms being next to each other isn't really that weird. Also, Mr. Anderson's is a small scale operation, so it being right up next to the road wouldn't be that weird. If anything, these plants probably feed off carbon emissions or something, let's be real. Things look like they eat greenhouse gases. I guess I'll put it next to Mr. Anderson's over here. It's gonna be big anyway, it's a sheep farm. So I'm gonna go, I guess, figure out a design I want to use. Okay, so I am back again, totally after not checking another world where I previously built this farm, but I think I am gonna build it here. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do have plans to make it look better in the future, but today I literally just want to build the farm. There will be little to zero designing of anything. But I need glass. Yippee! Honestly, today, I really don't want to design anything. I just want to straight build the farm. The one thing I'm considering is I build the farm and each sheep container will be colored the proper color. The one thing I'm considering, though, I don't know if I want to do that because, well, I don't really need to explain why I don't want to do that. Not a lot of sheep around here right now. And I mean, I do have the ones at my starter base that I could just repurpose. I should get those guys in the morning. But I do have the ones at my starter base that I can just repurpose, but then I have to get them all the way over here. And I mean, I've done that before, so I already have the infrastructure in to transport all of them. So totally could. I don't know if I'm gonna do that though. Depends how much I get by the time I finish. But there's a lot of sheep around here, so maybe I'll just collect them. 'Cause the only thing is you can't put a baby in here. They need to be adults. So that's what makes it a bit annoying. But yeah, so I need 12 sheep for each color. So 12 times 16. Totally not pulling out my phone for a calculator. Totally didn't get distracted by my phone. I need 192 sheep. So, let's see. Okay, so it's gonna take maybe 2 more trading cycles to get everything I need. Forgot I didn't actually have that much. So there will be a little bit of flattening out and placing over here, obviously, because I don't think this is long enough for all 8 of them, even if I put them shoulder to shoulder. Okay, sheep hunting time. I'll start with these 4 sheep, because then I should probably just get lead so I can drag them, Come here. Oh, I should be able to. Before nightfall, come in. Everyone in here, come in. Come on in. Grass. Having these guys in here, I have my first 6. So there we go. I think I'm only gonna collect like 12. And then maybe I can do more collecting when I'm done building everything. Or I can build a passive mob farm. But it's fairly simple. So let's say this is the corner. You dig something out like this. 1 block too long. Oopsie daisy me. These should also preferably be grass. This would be what I was talking about, having all that extra grass. Now, this is my fault it's not grass. That's basically what you're doing. But, basically take this, take your redstone dust, take your dispensers. Boom. Boom, I think. Boom. Boom. I do believe it has to be a dot, though. Basically here and here. Then here comes the fun part. So I'm going to start with blue. Because blue is just obviously the one I need the most of, so having it running the longest. So you do this, basically. That should update by itself. What? And then you need your trapdoors. You basically place them like this. So this would normally be where you put the sheep in. Now, of course, I'm waiting on that. Maybe if I feel like going and finding 6 more sheep in the world, I could build it now and show you. But mainly my goal is to build basically this over and over and over again, just with the colors I want. I don't know the order I want, but after this, it's probably going to go like cool colors this side, warm colors that side. Try to make it look as nice as I can. I would suggest this is where you put your shears in, just because you're going to need a lot of them. Like, I think bringing a stack of iron blocks is a bit overkill. But you need 9 for each dispenser, and you really want to fill it up because this cage becomes fully enclosed by the time you're done. So it's just a pain in the butt to replace them when they run out. Now, ideally, this will give me even me enough to build the whole thing, right? I don't need to worry about coming back. I have finished everything, and surprisingly enough, a stack of iron blocks was just enough for all of this, which is very funny. But it worked out. I literally have no extra iron, and everything is full. So now we're going to go on to the sheep part. I'm going to get them all schmoovin one more time before I take any out. I am wondering how I could possibly get 6 out of here without there being an issue. It is kind of something I didn't... I guess I could, like, pull them out, like, up high, I guess. But, like, if I just keep building up, they'll eventually dangle. So, yes, perfect. Come on, last guy. Come on. There we go. Okay, perfect. This is going to be one of the blue chambers. I think I'm going to get all of them in first. But I'll show you what you got to do. So if I can send these guys over here. Don't be in here yourself. You basically got to pull them in. Now, you have to make sure they're standing a certain way. So you got to check here. And as you can see, this guy shouldn't be bouncing. But as you can see, it already worked. All of them got sheared. That's actually perfect that it showed. So you take your grass here. And I would preferably use grass. Like I said, you don't really want to wait. 1 or 2 might get damaged in the process, but that's okay. It happens. So you want glass all on top of these. And then you want dirt. And then you want pistons. And then basically the goal of this is to push the pistons down. Because what will end up happening, I need to dye them first. Uh-oh. Forgetting the most crucial step. Of course, I just can't reach. Can I not dye them because they're sheared? Are you kidding me? Now I just have to wait for them to regrow, I guess. Okay, well, let's go get another... I'll do the other side, I guess, while we wait for these guys to figure themselves out. Okay, this is 6. Perfect. So first, we're going to dye all these guys. I probably should wait, I guess. Go, go, go. There we go. Okay, one more guy. It's also regrown. Go, go, go. Okay, these guys are now all good. So definitely want to dye this guy before anything happens. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. Come on. Someone move forward. There we go. You might have to do that where there's that little bit of shuffling that needs to be done, but that's okay. But then essentially it's basically the same thing. I can actually do these both at once now. I don't know if that pushed any of them or not. Y'all probably got pushed from one block. But this is essentially it. So obviously, you could replace it after too if you wanted to. I just gotta let them regrow. Actually, I did do that wrong. This needs to be all grass. But same thing over here. So they will regrow though, so I'm not too concerned. But these are just to keep the bottom ones having as much possible grass spots as they can. Now, next time it shears, I'll try to show you guys, but I got to be a little quicker on building that. Now, basically, just to finish up. Now, a few people do this differently, and I'm just going to go with what I did. So you build a layer of glass like so, and then... Now, you can put this whatever direction you want. Oh, but as you can see, they all fly up here. Okay, good, good. It is working. Now, basically, you can put this whatever direction you want. But I think I kind of want to do a mass storage system of all of them coming this way. So, or no, this would be the entrance to the barn. So I guess I want it on the... Oh. I don't know where to put the storage system now that I think about it. From here, you just do 2 walls, a water bucket. You place it in the corner depending on which way you want it to flow. But as I said, I want it to come over here. And then it's perfect because it ends right there. So I could have another clear pipe back here taking all the water. So, yeah. And then, for now, though, I'm just going to have it go into a double chest. And I'm going to end the video here on the time-lapse of me doing the rest of these. So, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! And enjoy me suffering as I build.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Future Robo here. So, this big dumb idiot forgot to restart the replay when I did all this, which is fine, because you literally missed nothing. The only thing I did differently was I made the side the chests come out of, just so they would line up like this all the way down, and you can see I didn't even follow through with that the whole way. So, yeah. But other than that, this is what it looks like all completed. I'm very proud of this. This farm is very efficient, and I do want to say, I don't know why I didn't say it while I was recording. I thought I did, but I didn't. But this farm is designed by Ian X04. You know, he's a big farm guy, so I'm sure most of you have heard of him. If you haven't, go check his stuff out. Every single one of his farms is awesome. He doesn't need a shout out from me, but he really deserves the credit for everything he does because these farms are awesome, and I will be building more of them in the future. So, yeah.
I'll see you guys when we get on to work with the iron farm. Yippee.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I have finished up the farm here. So, this is basically it. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's basically 4 iron farms jerry-rigged together. So I have everything in it, except one thing. Villager slash whatever the hell I choose to use to power it. The reason it has to be that is because they have a larger range to scare villagers, so it can hit the ones in the corner. I think a zombie can only hit the 2, like, right here, and that's it. Quick side note, so you may have not seen me put the beds up there. I just did it after, because I had to go. So I never finished building it in the one time lapse, but honestly, you're missing nothing. Sadly, we haven't gotten a raid party in a while either. There was an outpost over here, right? Like, I swear to God, we've seen one. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is just find the nearest. I mean, I'm sure a Pale Oak, or I mean, a Woodland Mansion won't be closer, but I want to do that idea if there's one, say, within 5,000 blocks. I mean, at worst, I get some totems out of this. I don't really see a downside. I could just find some obsidian for the portals. Don't do this, Dewey. Don't. No. Okay, thank God. I was like, I knew I have a ton somewhere. Hey, just enough to make that a stack, too. Cool. We're actually not even moving that far. Ta-da! Woo! Oh, okay. Put me on top of it anyway. That might be easier, actually. Low. This could get really... Okay. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go mine a tree real quick. If I can just get one of those guys out... I just got to get rid of that evoker. Hi, buddies. Oh, God. Okay, just jump out. Okay, good. Come here. I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. Now I have enough blocks to lock him into. Come over here. Come around. I like when you do that. I'm just in the event. Lightning striking. There we go. And now while I'm here, because at worst case is he gets, or he spawns, you know? I'm gonna do this real quick. No, I don't want trapdoors. I just want to do this real quick. There we go. Now we know he's in there. He hit me from the corner. Good. That's gonna be the corner I guess I do all this from. Can he even get out now? No, he can't. Okay. We'll leave that there for now, just in case. And next, we get to go raiding! Woohoo! 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 And you guys get to see my very funny texture pack. Ow. Nice. Did he not? Okay, he did drop one. Okay, so yippee. And also I have it not show up on my screen because I just hate that look. But it's a Deadwing, I love TF2. What the point? Is this like a podium? Like, I don't get what this is meant to be. I guess it is a podium. You. I guess I kind of got what I came for, but I do want to look around. Hello, zombie. Oh, you're not meant to be here. Oh, this one's nice. Like how they don't get real beds. Kill. There we go. Ow. Ouchie. I want totems. Oh, God.
Ah. Okay, cool. That's a good sign that I definitely could not have expected to happen. They pick up my axe. I'm actually gonna cry. Fighting a Vindicator with a netherite axe. Baited. Get you baited. Oh my god. Get you baited. 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 Anything. I missed. Oh, get trick shot. Oh my god, dude. I really need to start naming my stuff. Whew. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled collecting. Uh-oh, don't go around the corner. Okay, got him. Get nade on. Oh my god. Also, I always wished villagers and stuff would fight regular mobs too. Like, I've always wished that. Another weird talky talk room. Is there anything, like, in here? Oh? That's even weirder. The floor has, like, nothing on it. Like, give me a chest. Like, I know you're mainly in here for totems, but, like, give me a chest, man. Give me cool rooms. There's a grow bedroom. Whoa! 10 saplings for a tree I don't want? Oh my god. I'll take the saplings. And I do want this. I never really understood this, another grow room over here. Oh, the wool room. Actually, you know, I do like the wool rooms now, because it kind of recontextualizes what they mean with the wardens. So instead of it being the game theory, they're making Steve out of dead things. It's more about that the Vindicators evolved from the people who lived in the deep dark that had to deal with the wardens and stuff. So maybe those weren't always an issue they had to deal with. I don't imagine those were always down there. But, you know, there was a reason for the wool nonetheless. And the wardens just happened to be against wool. Or, you know, don't like wool. So, just saying. What's the point of this? Okay, this is the run with the chest up top. Got it. Oh! Cool, actually. I didn't know resin was added to their pool, though. Is there another set of stairs? What is this thing? What in the guillotine hell? Okay, another really good loot chest. Okay, I also clearly missed something. I hear more. Is that an alley? Oh, sick! Oh! Oh man, I left a lead to home! God, I walked right past the cell room. It must have been on the other side. I didn't know they could have allies. Oh my god. Yeah, I get to have 2 friends when I go home today. Oh, cool. I didn't know they could. I thought allies were just a pillager outpost thing. The prisoner room. It's not. Where the hell is that prison? Did it generate, like, a non-Euclidean structure? What? Woodland backrooms? Hello, spiders. They want the door there. No, no, no. Yeah, look at that. Cool. No. I'm putting you back in captivity until I can make a lead. Hold on for a sec. There are like 4 of these guys here. Oh, that's so cool. I get so many of them. And we'll start ripping up walls in a minute, but I want to get these guys out of here. Actually, I don't know why it was such an issue if he ran away or not, because it's literally just... This room was the cutoff for that. Okay, remember that. There's got to be a spider spawning somewhere. This is the prisons. Oh my god, I'm getting really lucky with the templates though. Another evoker now. Go. Okay. It is becoming night anyway, too. Weird. There's 2 in here. They share. I'm gonna have 5 of these in total. Cool. I just realized how hard it's gonna be to get them out, but oh well.
There we go. Oh my god, if it takes more than that, I'm gonna cry. Bunch of shields. And basically, I'm gonna sit here for a bunch. Long. Ow, I have to watch. That's right, he breaks the shield. I forgot about shield breaking. I actually forgot about shield breaking. Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. Future Robo here. So I did just realize that I kind of didn't say why I was trying to break the axe, but usually when you use a pillager in the farm I'm doing, and it needs to be a pillager or vindicator because they have the radius which villagers get scared, which caused them to spawn an iron golem is bigger than the zombies, as I said earlier. But the only issue is in this clip, I try to break the Vindicator's axe, which you'll realize is stupid in a second. But what's really stupid about it is I don't even, if I'm using a Vindicator, I don't even have to do that. The Vindicator can't throw the axe. He's never going to be close enough to villagers to use it. So I waste all this time and resources, not that that's a big a deal, but I waste all the time trying to break it for nothing. So, yippee. Okay. So, hello everybody. I am on the very last shield now. And I think that might have been it. But it should break sometime in the use of this shield. So, yippee. Not doing zombie arms yet, so... I think because in Java they changed it to be zombie arms because it looked like something else. But he's hit me a few times as well, and I don't know if that's used any of the durability. But it should break any second now. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Wait, I thought I looked it up and it was exactly how much health does their axe have. Okay, shield number 60. Maybe I got my shield numbers wrong. Okay, the only issue is I can't find proof of of anyone breaking an axe. People are just saying you can. There's no proof of it. It wouldn't really make sense if their tools can't break, but... Like, there's just, like, people saying yes. No, I really don't want to sit here with, like, to get this axe down to 0 durability. I'm gonna call that myth busted and just say they can't do it. That's super annoying, because I wasted all this time here. So instead, we're just gonna go find a pillager outpost. Well, we're gonna get these guys back, but being able to walk it back will be a lot easier. Also, I think I'm just gonna lock these guys up near my villager area. Honestly, though, I think I'll just be back with you guys once I find a pillager outpost, or maybe a raid party or something. But, yeah, just till we have a pillager in our hands. Okay, hello everyone. So, I made a new portal all the way over there, and it was just a pillager outpost, nothing interesting. So I dragged him here, and then basically we're gonna sit here for... Well, I'm gonna sit here for like half an hour. And yeah, I think I'll just record it so I can speed it up, because I did that for the last one. But this is actually just gonna take half an hour to happen. So, yippee y'all. Be right back. Hey! Oh my god. I don't know if there's any game sound, because I was watching a video. But look at him. So happy that did not kill him. Oh my god. But look at him. He has no arms. We've done it. We've armed the man. Get in there. I do need to name tag him. Okay, I'm not going into the overworld then. You're staying here. Even in either of those portals, I will be close enough for you to stay. And you're in a boat, so it doesn't even matter. But name tag now. Now tag. I also put lightning rods out because I'm not taking any chances of this guy dying. I guess I could get him in a minecart here. Nah. Come on, big boy. Name tag you first. Actually, yeah, I guess he would be in a vehicle the whole time, so I didn't even really need to name tag him. But I'm not taking any precaution. Or I'm not... No, I'm taking all the precautions. Not taking any chances. What I could do is just this. And if he doesn't feel like jumping through on his own, I could just get him in the minecart now. So he feels like jumping through on his own. Spectacular. Okay, you're on the wrong side, though. Guess I can do... I break it, and guess what? It goes through. Crazy!
You're talking crazy. Ugh. Okay, well, while they're there, they can't go anywhere. So, this, basically, they have to go out this side. Hopefully, they'll just go onto that rail. I think I have to stop him. There we go. And I'll get all the way over there, go up. No! I knew it. Kind of annoying. Push him up. Gotta get you there. Hopefully it's just this one, and not all of them. That would suck. Go up. All of them. Like he's having fun though. He's like holding on to the sides. He's like, hee. Okay, there we go. That made it up. And with that, okay. Oh, well, I guess he's going that way. I don't think he's supposed to do that, but guess we'll find out. Yeah. No, he was supposed to do that actually. That was the correct way to go. So if I wasn't right there, they probably would have spawned iron golems. What about you guys now? They did. Yay. So as you can see, not all of them work every time. That's just gonna happen. Like, that's the point of the reason of making one that's so overkill. Is that, but like that one did. That's just the point of making something so overkill that you have 100 chances to do it. Or the more chances you have, the more likely something will happen. Blah 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 blue, blue blah blah blah. And you can kind of see out of the doors here. There's a little bit on the ground over there, but I want to explain that. So, you guys ever have one of those days where just literally everything, and I mean everything, tries to mess you up? That was the entirety of yesterday for me, including trying to record. So, I don't have footage for this because the replay corrupted, as it does. Too much memory again. And this is all I did. I just placed down part of the floor. There's actually more blackstone stretching out. I just ran out of blackstone. I have to AFK at my piglin barter again. But I got all this, and then, well, that's kind of it. There's not not a lot to explain. But the wool farm got its use, and there's meant to be carpets and stuff, but I literally ran out of blue wool. Like, I'm not even kidding. I had to dye some other of the wool colors to get more blue. So I need to AFK there, and I need to AFK at my piglin barter. But also, just to show you guys, I still had this issue. I don't know why this happens occasionally, but I was genuinely at the iron farm for like 16 hours. Because the first time I AFK'd, I got nothing. And I mean nothing. Because I guess when in single player Minecraft, the game just freezes when you close it for too long, even if you're like looking in a chest or something with the world open to land. It's a computer thing, I guess, so I have to figure that one out. But I got 2 chests and a little extra. I took all the iron out of here for the floor, but I got 2 chests and a little extra. So, yippee. Second time went really well. I think I got like half a chest the first night because it worked for a little bit, and then I got another chest when I actually made it work. I don't know what I did differently, but it worked, so I can't complain. And I won't. Yippee. Okay, so I didn't say this very well while I was recording, but I also built this statue centerpiece thing the day before, and my mic just didn't record any of it, so I had none of the setup of me talking about it. So here it is before I get onto it in this video. Okay, yippee. You may recognize this if you remember that super secret robo message in the last Robo Labs related video. This is kind of meant to be a signature thing between them. Obviously, it needs a little bit of tweaking. It doesn't really work without the nether portals, but I don't want there to be nether portals. I gotta think of something else. But this is kind of what I'm doing. And I added these little spires on the outside. I don't know why, but I kind of want everything to have this weird, like, almost a wing-like design, if that's how you explain it. But, like, the things that stick out the top and stuff like that, that just for accent looking, that's kind of the look I want to go for. So I think I'm gonna. I kind of got to see. Oh man, I wish I didn't sleep, but I had to do that for the recording. But I want to see how they look at night because that kind of, I don't know about those end rods at the very top. But I do like the rest of it though. It looks a bit better from aerial. than it does on the floor. Like, that does look a bit better. Like I said, needs a little tweaking, but it's good enough for now. One thing I did say yesterday that got completely mic'd out is I am very quickly expanding past all the room I have on this little island over here. I mean, I know there's spots like this that I can cover up and give me slightly more room, but eventually I'm gonna need to expand downward, which is kind of what the point of this is. I didn't want the whole inside to be hollow because that would just be a pain, and I mean a pain to build. I also eventually want to have every single dye I can possibly have here. Obviously, I've already talked about this. There's a few dyes like blue and black that I will just not go here. But an idea I have, which I think is really cool, which will eventually be my first expansion downward, is gonna be a moss farm for bone meal and for moss. Not that I need, industrial amounts of moss, but bone meal, which is white dye. So white dye. Like black and blue, I still think can never exist here, but it's okay. But the plan for today, though, is I literally just want to build the 2 flower dye farms and the lime green dye farm, mainly because those are all I really need for my mega base. There's a lot of collecting that I need, and I want this little thing I'm building right here to be it. I have the iron for all the iron block accents. I have gold and a piglin barterer for all the blackstone and junk I need. Everything else is and gravel, and everything else is just collection based. That's all I need to do. With that, I'm going to do the first little step. I think I want to put the dye building over here. And honestly, I think I'm just going to build at least the 2 tall flower farms first. I don't know. No, I'm going to do that. Because I have a few ideas for building. But the floor, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. But the floor is honestly a river by. Why is this? Sorry. Okay, this is a forest. This is a plain. That's why they're different grass colors. Sorry. Let me go actually find where I even put those 2 tall flowers first, maybe? That might be a good idea. I have a bunch of bones for some reason. I don't remember why I grabbed. Oh, because I need tons of white dye for everything. And I need bone meal for the farms. That's why I grabbed it. I'm stupid. Okay, so I have the lilac here, the sunflower here, the rose bush here, and the peony here. And you may be going, why am I doing a rose bush? You have the iron farm. But as you could tell, I am not confident in the ability for the iron farm to work every single time. So that's what we're gonna do. And then it's a little bit of a different design, but I want my pickles. My pickles. I don't know where I put them. They're somewhere. There we are. Now, I also know there are other dye farms you can have, but these ones will basically give me every color, counting my blue one and counting my squid ink from my prismarine farm. So I'm not too concerned with not exactly having everything here right now. Like I said, I want to focus more on the base, and I just want to do this to add a little more flavor. So I am actually going to place down the floor first, because I think that's fair. But I want all the farms to be in the wall, and I want them to be in the back of the building. So 2 tall right there. Then I want, I guess, like, space like that. I don't know if 1 is enough. Well, no, because they need walls on each side. So doo-doo, 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 and then doo-doo. The inside of a Robo Labs building is something I have actually never had to think of before. But I want it to be a lab, like, that has color-coded, like, stripes and stuff, so that each building will have a bit of uniqueness to it. Okay, there's not really a cactus color on here. I need to fix that. But the uniqueness is the cactus farm itself. But that's mainly... Okay. But that's mainly what Robo Labs is to me, is that. Or this. This is kind of the most design a Robo Labs has in my head. I don't know if this is enough. I don't remember how big a... My YouTube has absolutely just been breaking recently. I don't know why. Okay, just so you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm trying to find a sea pickle farm to use. And literally, I've had to clear the cache of my browser, which I don't think I've ever had to do to make a YouTube video load. This is the kind of stuff I'm having to deal with. Also, just realized I accidentally cleared whatever saves your passwords, so now I have to relog into YouTube. Going great. Okay, now the second I relogged into YouTube, it started doing it again. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I figured out the issue. This has nothing to do with this current video at hand. This is just annoying me so much I want to complain about. So, I'm a loser in 2 ways. 1, I use Opera GX.
Okay? I like the funny sounds. I can make it make sounds. That's it. Thank you. And then 2, I buy YouTube Premium because YouTube is all I watch. I mean, it makes sense. I make YouTube videos, but YouTube is also all I watch. I don't really do streaming services or TV, so it makes sense to make the investment. But I still have Opera GX's built-in ad blocker on, plus uBlock, obviously, because you can't use the internet without, ad blockers. So, but on YouTube, I don't get ads, but it was blocking the video because they went around Opera GX's detection, I guess. But I pay for YouTube Premium. You weren't showing me ads anyway. Like, I don't even pay for like the light YouTube Premium. I pay for full YouTube Premium. Like, why are let me have an ad blocker. You're not showing me ads anyway. I don't I don't get that. Anyway, we'll actually build the thing now, so yippee. Okay, hello. So that took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I don't know why. Also, I don't know if you guys saw that in the replay, but I play bug with Lightmatica is I placed a chest down that's waterlocked in the schematic, and then it just placed the water for me. It didn't do that with any other piece. That's a little weird, but not that big a deal, I guess. If I was in like I don't think it can do that in multiplayer because in multiplayer it won't even like place pistons the right direction and stuff. You have to do that all manually. But it was a little weird that it did that. Not like anything game breaking. I just guess I'm like a water mage now. And this is like a super effective sea pickle farm, like more than it needs to be. I don't know why I'm going with the insane option, but I am. I don't know who designed it off the top of my head while I'm recording. I will find it when I'm editing though. So yeah, it'll be there on the screen when I'm done right now as I'm saying this. Just to show you guys the thing in action, I put this little scaffolding tower here as a way to get up. That's basically it. You can see them getting formed over here. The chest caused the water to reload. And there's one guy up here right underneath this. And it gets picked up by all these mine carts, which then funnel into these 2 chests. I didn't really know how to link everything up while keeping the footprint I wanted. Which I do need to expand this floor, because I want it to be 3 blocks in every direction. Like, this has 3, this has 3, the back has 3, but this only has, like, 1. So I will be doing this, so it's exact middle of the room. And I'll let it run for a minute while we're building the other ones. The other ones, I don't even really know why I time-lapse this one, but I'm definitely not going to time-lapse the other ones. It's a very basic, simple farm to do. I might need more observers, actually, but I need... Okay, so I don't have enough cobblestone left over, so I gotta use this for a minute. But this does remind me, I do need to move this over. So that'll be interesting when I have to do that. I have to find an area for the furnace-o-matic. And, actually make it the furnace-o-matic. But... Now, there should be a hopper minecart underneath these, but for now, it's completely fine the way it is. So, I guess I'll do this pink, that into red, into yellow. Oh, and also, I added a 3-block gap here just so this could be centered, because this is a 1-block thing, so that wasn't like that, but I did change it. Then there will be these in front of them. And then you have dispensers back here to bone meal them. I could place these on the top or bottom, so those are subject to change. So it'll basically just be this for surrounding them. And then on this wall, or this wall probably, it's all, like, sorters. So it's... the way it would be is basically, this is the 4 die, all next to each other like this. There's a gap or 2, and then just a bunch of chests for sea pickles. It'll probably be an equal amount, honestly, but I'd want it to be like this. So, same thing I have over there where there's a weird gap. So, sea pickles could be this one, and these would be these dies. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Doot, doot, doot. I guess, right? Ah, man, I was one off. So it's all gonna be like this, and then
block there, hopper there, so I gotta go 2 blocks left. I guess I'll just have the water. Ooh, that's something I didn't think about. You know, woe is me. If I was a little smart, this wouldn't be so hard. Base hopper, rail, minecart. I'll go into a dropper. So by my logic, I have to make this 2 blocks shorter now. That's fine with me. So then there'll be space. Okay, this one, ooh, I did not go far enough over. I just realized. That one's the flower, yeah. Okay, dropper. And this is basically it. Come on, don't do this to me. You there. So my main concern, honestly, I should probably, you know what? I am going to up these by 1. It'll be easier to connect system together. So this will be easier, because then I really want to, if I can, have only, like, 2 ways to input bone meal. So what I'm thinking is something like this. No, that's not going to work. Because then I was going, oh, I can connect 1 hopper, but then it's just going to feed it into one side of the chest, not both sides. I can do this. Let's see. So I have the wall here, which will be like gray concrete, and maybe like a trapdoor. A warp trapdoor might be it, honestly. But here comes the hard part. I want the lever right here. I want me to flick the lever here, and then it will activate everything. Which basically means I'm just gonna have repeater. I don't really even need a repeater, actually. Be that said sticky piston. Maybe not. Maybe I can do it. Well, I can do it like this as well. That'll probably be the best. And this, then send them here, and then here. As long as I don't think, I don't even think I need that. Yeah, each side of these is literally exactly 10. So it should just cover all of them, if I could place right. Yeah, perfect. I don't like that you can hear the other ones under the ground, but it's okay. It's meant to be a laboratory with clicking things going on, so I'm not actually that heartbroken about it making noise. So that is basically these done. I need some trap doors, but honestly, we'll accent it like this. Yeah, that didn't come out like I wanted it to. Give me 1 sec. Need more rockets. Look how much that does look better. Like, even if I make this all back to black or gray, I mean, like, yeah, having it side off like that looks better. This side feels a lot more claustrophobic than I intended it to. I know it won't make much sense while you're using it, but maybe I'll just move the side you go up on. That way it's a little less flunkied. Yeah, this works better anyway. Now, ideally, you wouldn't have all... This wouldn't be so close. If I had done this with this in mind, I wouldn't have made this like this. But I think it still works pretty well. Because I'd have to move this farm, basically. Okay. Hello, everybody. So, I have finished this, and I've literally run out of time to do this, so I'm kind of stopping here. But I do like this building. I feel like it's what you would see in a lab.
These pillars I don't like on the left, but I don't really know what else to do. But I do like the interior a lot. You come in here, and then boom, I just realized I never connected up the on lever. And this I don't have a cover for yet because I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch these out. I'm hoping the order will be yellow, red, pink, magenta when I do load in the bone meal. And the rest of my bones are going to go in here, which this system does work. I do actually want to show you guys that, yeah. So, you can see them going through here, up into this right here. Boom. So if I close these now, and I gotta connect this up. I'm thinking of just having it connect, like, into that block. Yeah, so sadly, the corner's kind of a little unviewable, but it's not that big a deal. But there we go, it does work. And also, I don't know if I'll get out here quick enough. Oh, yeah, you can't really see them coming through, but they do come through up here. But there we go. And these farms, I already have a stack of everything, so... Yippee! I don't actually really have a name for this building yet, but... Yeah, and there's a few design changes that need to come. But like I said, I'm literally out of time. I gotta leave. I gotta go. So, thank you all so much for watching.